Liz may want to, wait for it, wash her hands of these rumours.
Nice, very nice.
Right,
There's a lot of metaphor going on with this story from The Guardian that Liz Truss has sewage on her hands, not literally, but, well, she might have literally. We don't know that at all. We haven't checked her hands. When she was environment...
communal bath.
Totally, that's how it starts. When she was environment secretary, or as she would put it, I am a person who is environmental secretary. She loves saying I'm a person who. It really bothers me, so I just thought I'd throw that in. But she didn't provide enough funding, or she cut funding to tackle water pollution. And as a result, as well as everything else that is bad right now, we have rising levels of poo everywhere, and that includes sewage in the seas.
Yeah, but the way that this is
dangerous.
The way this has been reported over the past few days is that it's almost as though people think the Tories want to dump loads of sewage in the
Maybe they do.
I don't
Maybe
think
they had a meeting and they said there just isn't enough poo in the seas right now.
Right, well, I mean, that would certainly, you know, go along with people's sort of hatred of the Tories and their assumptions about how evil they are. But it's not really the case, is it, Nick? That's not what happened here. There was a vote to an amendment to the Environmental Act in the House of Commons. And they were trying to improve the way in which the water companies are monitored when it came to sewage.
Thank you, Andrew. I knew you were a secret Tory. Twitter was right. But, yeah, this is a classic Guardian hit piece. They're getting in there, hit on Liz Truss before she's even in there, and I say they've got sewage on their conscience.
Because, the gloves are off.
They're always...
It's a battle of words here tonight.
Battle of metaphor.
Basically, what it is... You're looking for something to cut, aren't you, as a politician, as the government? You want to cut some funds. You look at this, you think, unless you physically have sewage on your hands, as discussed, you probably think we can just cut this. But I think it's slightly overblown. I don't think it's going to be sewage gate, but maybe that would also solve it, a sewage gate.
A gate might well do.
It's just puns now. Yeah. I mean, she was entrusted with cutting substantially the budget, right?
Yes.
So she had to find a way to do so. It's not as though she just said, I'm just going to cut that just for the hell of it.
I'm pro-sewage.
There's more to... I'm pro-sewage. There's more going on here, isn't there,
You can argue what's going on here, but either way, it's pretty grim. I mean, we're going to see a new kind of Jaws-type film where we'll have someone swimming in the sea and we'll have the music dum-dum, dum-dum, and there'll be this poo following them.
I mean, it's pretty grim, and people are swimming, obviously, on the beach, and they don't want to think about those kind of things.
Yeah, but have you met some of those people? Some of the worst of British people go to our beach. I don't like to talk about British people in a negative way. Or large people, I'm fine with whatever, but somehow our beaches do attract a whole load of people shoving cigarettes and burgers into children's faces.
So what you're saying is they deserve it?
Well, I think the sewage has been complaining about the riff-raff on the beach for quite a while now.
That's me. I don't know who's the more right-wing on this panel. I mean...
I was going to say that's a North London Metro Lib thing. That's why we shouldn't bring them on the show.
But apparently, you know, if we were to, sort this problem out, which would mean completely revamping all of the sewage system, this Victorian system. I mean, it says it's going to cost between 150 and 660 billion. And that would mean a price hike for everyone individually, every family per year, from 569 up to 999. Right, that's huge. That's not really feasible, is it?
I just laughed at me and Kerry just started to look at the actual story rather than do sewage puns. It's really gone into detail on the sewage.
No, actually, that isn't in this article.
I didn't know we were doing facts.
Yeah,
but OK.
But this does sort of suggest... I mean, the last thing people want is a massive hike on their bills, right? So actually sorting this out is not going to be as easy as... And if you don't every now and then pump out the raw sewage, what happens? It goes back up into households, right? When they've only had to do this recently because of the heavy water.
What's your solution?
That's what I was wondering.
If you were... Sorry.
Well, no, you want my solution?
No, I was going to say, if Andrew, if you were sewage czar, what would be your solution?
I don't have a solution. I'm just raising the problem.
Poo in the sea. Don't do it in your homes.
Yeah, get rid of toilets.
Yeah.
We've solved it. Communal baths.
Yeah.
And don't
breed fish that like it.
Yep, there we go. I knew we invited Kerry for a reason. Anyway.